let's find out what new and obviously bad choices are being made with Diablo 4.
Kicking off with Diablo news, we have some sad news. Adam Fletcher, aka Pez Radar, Director of Social and Content Marketing, has announced he is leaving Blizzard effective November 19th.
Yeah, massive win! That's right, all the Diablo 4 devs need to be fired. Blacklisted from the games industry. Man, I'm saying that a lot recently, but it's true. A lot of people do not deserve to work, okay, the jobs that they want. You are not game developers just because you're a stupid activist. These people have literally been failing at doing anything and everything for Diablo 4 for like... Well, how old is Diablo 4 at this point? Like 2-3 years or something like that? It's ridiculous. And these people keep failing. It's time to fire them, okay? We got rid of old Ron Ferguson. Good riddance. Hope the door doesn't hit you on the way out. And now we need to get rid of all of the other woke people. Because the Diablo 4 devs have been an absolute mess. The Diablo 4 devs literally care more about putting trans pins and flags in their streams than actually developing the game. Again, well, every single developer that we have seen for the game is some kind of form of abysmal insanity. The level designers who literally never played Diablo 4 and talked about how great it is being a lesbian. I'm not making this up, by the way. They had literally a campfire stream once where the level designers were supposed to talk about the design decisions while playing Diablo 4, and it was blatantly obvious that they had never played the game before. And I'm not kidding. Never played Diablo 4. Never. They got given fresh level 50 characters. Level 50 was, I think the top. They were on difficulty 1, and they only were using a basic attacks in the dungeon. They still managed to die, by the way, which was hilarious. And whenever someone accidentally just clicked an ability, like for example, right click. No, wait, yeah, right click. You could see them get scared because they do not know what's happening. That is insane. You're supposed to talk about a game where you design how the environments and levels are, and you have never played the game. And you know that you're supposed to be doing this thing, and even before that, you just didn't even bother to ever play the game. It's insane. And those are pretty much all of the devs that are making Diablo 4. They have probably never played it. It is just beyond sad.
Community, Adam was the head of the community managers, and he has built up a wonderful community team. He was a face we would see on campfire chats, a name that would pop up to address questions or concerns in Reddit threads, and we'd even see him pop into the Twitch chats of people streaming Diablo.
Ah, yes, Reddit, the place where the greatest of opinions are made.
In fact, during the latest round of interviews with the devs, a lot of important extra details came straight from Adam in Twitch chat when the devs would be unsure about what details they could reveal at this time. And on a personal note, for those who are not aware, community managers serve as the points of contact between content creators like myself and Blizzard. Pretty much any interaction I have with Blizzard, whether it's to coordinate it.
So he's effectively saying that's the guy who writes the paychecks. Well, not really. Most people who are fanning the flames of Diablo 4 good don't even have to be paid to actually give these opinions, which is the probably funniest part about this. It's the fact that Blizzard doesn't even have to pay the people doing this sort of PR for them because they just choose to do it for free on their own. It's crazy.
Interview or to plan a trip to BlizzCon or even just to pass a message along to the dev team, it all goes through first the community team. So Adam is someone I've worked with and personally interacted with both online and in person at various venues for years now. And it's under Adam's stewardship that we've seen the greatest amount of communication between Blizzard and the community and content creators. There used to
I literally could not care less, by the way, about this. That doesn't give me anything. It doesn't make the game better. It just makes their propaganda machine a little bit more lubed up and oiled up. That's it. It doesn't increase the game quality in any way.
Be this iron curtain, this veil that could only be pierced once every blood moon. Brandy Camel, the previous community head, she'd been working hard back since the Diablo 3 days to open up communication between the Diablo team and the community, and Adam got to grab that momentum and build up a robust community team that...
Oh, what the hell is that, Riker? You're taking away the acolytes, the work from a woman, and just giving it to a man? Oh, Jesus.
Ushered in a new era of transparency and openness and dialogue and just open lines of communication. And whenever influencers are...
I have absolutely no idea how that benefits us. If this is supposed to be how it goes when it's good, I don't care.
Are invited to events, community managers basically act as our handlers because, you know, we influencers are barely functional human beings, and Adam and his team have always treated us well. So yes, I am sad to see Adam go. I think it's a big loss to Blizzard, and he's going to be a tremendous asset to whatever company is hiring him next. Also, those biceps, am I right? Now, speaking of those interviews, I had missed a detail from the Korean duck interview, but it seems like waypoints will now be automatically unlocked at season start if you skip campaign. This is great. Lots of players have been asking for this.
Wow! Something that people wanted since season 1. Only took 3. Yeah, this game is cooked.
I myself have been wondering why we have to find them all over again every season, and it seems the answer is, well, now we don't. Another headline making the rounds, people are getting a view of what Diablo IV looks like in China, and apparently a lot of people are not familiar with the self-censorship that devs do to release their games in China, because this is really not surprising. Though I have to say, seeing the Wandering Death Treebone world boss turned into a funky...
That is actually not that bad.
...rock monster is hilarious. It just feels so low effort, like copy-pasting a rock over and over.
Wait. What do Necromancer's minions didn't look like?
It's so goofy, I love it. But yeah, this happened with WoW, it happened with Diablo 3, it happens with plenty of Western games that release in China. Basically, to get your game published in China, a foreign publisher needs to get approval by the National Press and Publication Administration. If they don't approve your game, you cannot sell your game in China, which has become one of the world's largest gaming markets. So you're leaving a lot of money on the table. China's NPPA has established certain guidelines on what will get your game denied, and that includes certain depictions of blood, corpses, exposed bones, skeletons, and other undead, and gore and dismemberment. And what's important to stress here is that it is the regulating body that is banning these things, not Chinese society itself. So it's not that China bans skeletons, it's that the NPPA does not want certain things presented in certain ways in media to its children. And there are ways that Chinese...
Wait, did Riker unironically just give the perfect communist propaganda speech and not even notice? By calling the Chinese children the children of the state? Wow, he should get paid for that sentence. Holy.
Games can include these things like skeletons and such in ways that are deemed acceptable, but because foreign publishers don't fully understand the cultural norms, they err on the side of over-censorship because they don't want to risk their game failing to pass review. Western devs also can't publish a game in China without a Chinese partner, which Blizzard used to have in NetEase before Bobby Kotick pissed them off so bad that the NetEase employees
Bobby
literally live streamed themselves destroying a giant World of Warcraft statue at their offices. But after Bobby left, Microsoft struck up a new deal with NetEase in 2024 to once again distribute its games, or Blizzard's games at least, in China. And this summer, Blizzard's games finally passed regulatory approval. So now Diablo IV finally officially comes to China. Then the last bit of Diablo news, a survey popped up in-game, clearly visible when you log in, prompting you to answer questions in order to directly influence Diablo 4's development process. Now we've had
LOL. This is just gonna be another question of, would you spend $50 or $70 on this mount? Oh man.
similar surveys go out in the past, generally randomly via email under confidentiality agreement, where they'd ask you about potential upcoming features and stuff like that. But players answering this survey quickly began to realize that this was nothing like those other surveys. This survey was asking questions about your video streaming habits, your shopping behaviors, your social activities, what charities you support, your household income, your marital status.
I absolutely love this, by the way. Other companies need to, try and steal this data away from you with illicit means. Blizzard is just like, okay, slop lovers, listen up. We need all your private information, and we're too lazy even to just collect it, so you have to fill out this brochure for us. And the Blizzard fanboys are like, yatta, yatta. God, I love it.
And at the top of the survey, you can see that it's being conducted by YouGov, a US-based marketing and data analytics firm that helps businesses with market research and demographic targeting. In other words, not the Diablo 4 team. So that's strange and has pissed off some people, rightfully so, because you present a survey under the guise of it being related to gameplay feedback, right? You load up a game, you see a survey thing, it's in the game, you would think it would be to give feedback to the devs about the game, but then clearly it's really just saying, please let us siphon marketing data out of you for the next 30 minutes. Then moving on to some huge news this week, we got the reveal of the Steamtendo GameCube. No, but in seriousness, Valve revealed 3 upcoming products with no price point and no release date.
I mean, boys, listen, if it's repairs, it's repairs. It happens to the best of us. Well, not to me, because I typically don't use headsets, but, it is for you. Oh boy, man, that was not a lot of Diablo news. Now, admittedly, I do think this was good Diablo news because it just literally shows us what we are used to laughing about, the absolute state of Diablo 4 fanboys being completely exploited in every way which is possible. And now giving up their data probably for Blizzard with a smile on their face. We're gonna soon enter the point where Blizzard can just ask their fans to give them access to their credit cards, and there's probably gonna be a pretty decent amount of people who just sign off on that and are like, oh, good, I wanted to give $1 billion company more money. It's beautiful. The collapse of Blizzard is truly fantastic, and the absolute non-stop humiliation rituals the Diablo 4 fans have to go through with a smile on their face and pretend that they don't understand that everything's actually just getting worse over time is inspiring, it really is. Mao would be absolutely proud of what Blizzard has achieved here with their user base. It is truly Eve. Yeah, Eve. It was truly Eve inspiring. Anyway, that was Riker, 10 out of 10. Poor guy. Diablo's getting worse. He likes the game and it's never gonna get better. Oh boy. Well, it's fine. You know what? It's fine. Diablo 5 is gonna fix everything. It's gonna be the best as the dead ever was. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.